Shows that.
But it isn't turned on.
What?
John says to give us the thing.
What did you just do?
John,
Tom, the camera!
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Alright, so
this is Sam, Oscar, Lauren, and myself at JAMM Radio at Untitled Chapter.
First one is just introducing the entire show, so just say what we're doing.
What's the phone, Lauren?
The current time is 1:14 and you're listening to JAMM Radio. Joining our show today is Oscar, Lauren and Connor and myself.
Hello!
Good afternoon, people.
We'll be discussing the challenging topic of GCSEs. It's that time of the year. Many pupils have finished their mocks and are moving towards their final exams, a major step in progressing in life. And so throughout the show, we're going to be talking about our personal experiences with exams and how we and others cope with it.
Just think of that. No. It's just a thing.
Right, I just want to get the link on that.
Not yet. Right now, it's on Chris Brown. You see it's red?
Yeah, so we go straight on to the next link.
Yeah.
8, 7.
It's a second shot.
Shut up. That was Year Times 3 by Chris Brown. The time is 1:19 and you're listening to JAMM Radio. We all know GCSEs are very stressful, and everyone on the show has dealt with it, and in different ways. So guys, what sort of strategies did you use to deal with this?
Oh, for me, I think I just watched videos and just relaxed. Just, those classic YouTube funny videos. Like Fail Army. Just watch those type of videos.
Yeah.
Take
Is
your
it
mind off it.
because fail army is that you know you're going to fail, so it's
Yeah.
just that much fail army.
Foreshadowing of the future. What about you, Lauren?
I usually just listen to like music basically, and then or go for walks.
I think everybody listens to music.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I listen to music.
No, I usually listen to like quite calming music to like soothe my mind. Sort of
Yeah,
thing,
they're
because-
studying playlists on
And then-
Spotify.
Yeah, and also after I've done with Verizon, I'd go out and go for a walk.
Hmm.
Like, just take a walk to get my mind off things.
I was more of a visual sort of reviser, so I'd have to draw out big posters and
Yeah.
bits. So for my revising, that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
And if I ever got stressed out, I used to, as long as I used to go on walks. And,
It's quite peaceful as well if you think of it.
yeah.
I've never actually tried that, so I don't know what it's like.
Take yourself for walkies.
They like visit Victoria Gardens. What's that garden? But yeah, you can visit the beach and listen to the birds tweet.
Yeah.
Tweet.
But
But
yeah, that'll definitely be peaceful.
mentioning tweet, you can tweet us at using @jam_radio using the hashtag show35. We welcome you to send us your questions. How you calm yourself down in the show.
Yeah.
In the show.
I wonder how many
In
times.
GCSEs, yeah.
I wonder how many times we're going to say tweet today.
I know, yeah.
I see what you
Every
did there.
single-
Speaking of tweets.
Yeah, I love it. Tweets, yeah, right, yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, next up is Single Ladies by Beyonce.
It's definitely one of my best moments.
That's right. And then the next
I feel
thing-
really nervous on the show. What?
So
Oh,
we'll have this song
look at that.
first. So
I said, I'll put there, maybe mention who can do the best single ladies dances at single ladies.
but we've got Bring Me to Life Evansons.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
The Renaissance. Oh,
Renaissance.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
it's like I want to drink this because it's hot, but I drink it and it's horrible and fizzy. I'm like, the dilemmas, guys.
You need to save yourself from the dark.
You know.
But the water, it's so bubbly.
But do you realise as well, if one of
30
us had like a
seconds.
little add the juice in, sort of thing, that could be like a sparkling.
So I'm only doing the housework.
Yeah.
To clarify.
So as soon as Sam does the housework, like sing a song on the station, you go straight in, or you go straight in.
Right, so after this is time.
No, you don't need to pick anything.
No, I'm not now.
Oh right, that's going to move up then.
Yeah.
And that was Bring Me to Life by Evansy. The current time is 1:29 and you're listening to JAMM Radio.
Okay, so we went around our local area and asked people their opinions on what their favourite subject is to study during GCSE season. So, the people that we've been going around with is between 15 to 19 years old, so let's play them for them. For you.
Well, waiting to do GCSEs, what is your favourite subject?
Art was my favourite to revise for.
My favourite subject would be photography.
Maths. My favourite subject, probably chemistry.
That would have to be photography.
Music. I really like
That was some pretty interesting reactions there, guys. What do you think about it?
There's a lot of interesting subjects that people liked.
Yeah.
This is the first one, which is one of my friends, Scott. He said science, I believe, or physics it was, and he says he really enjoys that because he likes space. And I can kind of agree with that because my dad speaks to me a lot about space, everything like that. But yeah.
Yeah, like physics is physics is definitely the physical side of stuff, isn't it? Because physics you can do lots of experiments. Same with chemistry. Chemistry is more of higher.
Chemical.
Yeah, chemical.
I
It's
like-
more about the equations and stuff.
I like physics more because it's more practical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you get to, it's
What-
less written.
yeah. What about everybody else's favourite subject?
My favourite subject had to be history. So not one of the core three.
Oh, that's surprising for me. For me, history, I don't think I liked, to be honest.
I didn't like history when I was in year 4 because when I started secondary school, year 6, I used to cry over Black Death.
Oh.
Remember the play, right?
Mm.
Because our teacher showed us a really graphical video of
Ah.
Black Death, and I'll cry over it. So yeah, I confess that
This is
I
a
can't
confession,
stand.
guys.
I can't
Only gonna
stand that disease. It's horrible.
You're only going to hear this on JAMM Radio. What about you, Lauren? What was your favourite subject?
I have multiple.
Mm.
I
Well,
did-
choose one.
I did like revising for maths, but to be honest, I didn't actually revise for it.
I don't think you get a lot.
Well,
There wasn't something
that's
that I needed to
sometimes the
revise
best
for.
thing because most people, when they don't revise for stuff, they pass their exams.
Yeah,
You know,
but I think the reason why is because they sort of stress themselves out whilst revising and everything like that.
Yeah.
And so while having everything already in your head and not just constantly going over and over, I think that's why. Because it happened to me. Like I went into the exam and I didn't revise for this. I look at the questions like I can do this.
Yeah. It's positivity, isn't it?
Yeah, and also another subject I like doing, like I didn't actually hear on the rocks part, was drama.
Oh.
Because I done drama.
Drama was good.
Stop being so dramatic, guys.
Oh my god. No, I enjoyed drama because obviously it was linked with devising and also making things up, relaxing yourself. And also because if you was preparing to do, if you was preparing to show a performance, you have to obviously relax yourself, and it included relaxing jaw muscles.
And for speaking out about this, I'm going to salute you. Salute you for 5 little minutes.
Oh, right.
Nice. I didn't even say my favourite one, but that's fine.
Oh crap!
It's fine, honestly.
No. Wait, have you got any names you want to make up? I've got Liam Smith, Kieran Austin. Who else?
South Sam Coast.
South.
Me.
Yeah, but they don't know actually.
Not if you jumble it up strategically.
Don't laugh when I make up a name because I don't know it, right?
Karen Algar.
Karen Algar.
Yeah, just random name.
Mike Hunt.
My cunt. No. That's theirs.
Did you get that
What? Oh, my cunt. What's that name? It's fun.
Are you pulling your legs?
The C word. You just said the C word.
My cunt. Cunt.
That's a swear
Say
word.
it slowly.
My.
It's a swear word. You're saying a swear word.
My cunt.
We're still in there, guys.
It's not rough air.
Connor. C-U-N-T is a swear word. Used for females vajayjays.
For JJ's.
And you saying that out loud is not a good idea. Let's agree not to put that into our show.
Yeah. I didn't realise I said I swore.
You said it 10 times.
I'm going to put a Jam's favourite.
Oh my god.
And that's going on there.
Please, can we have bloopers?
My cunt!
You have to bleep, you have to bleep it out.
Can we have bloopers? Sorry.
I'm going to make a video, a YouTube video, with this footage and the old footage. My best radio bits. That is going on
Well,
there.
you need to bleep it. You need to make sure you bleep it.
Why not YouTube?
Well, depending on your audience.
Yeah, true. But
And if you could plan to show it to any professional people.
no, he's saying Mike Hunt, so technically.
Oh, exactly. Were you trying to say my cunt?
My cunt.
Oh.
She tricked him.
Mike
She turned around and said, Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt.
But it worked so well.
I thought you were literally saying my.
Oh my. Oh.
And so the plot thickens.
Okay. The
It's
sound.
like saying bend over.
Yeah!
Oh, bend over.
Yeah. Alright. God, make yourselves laugh and you're getting hot in here. It's getting
Hot in here.
Wait,
So-
why are you jumping?
Guys, can you not?
No, I'm alright, I'm alright.
If you say so.
I'm secretly not okay.
Evolution.
My worst one has to be science.
I would say geography.
My worst subject was
Alex.
probably geography.
That'd have to be geography.
Well, again, some more interesting reactions. What was your worst subject?
Oh. For me, like I said last time, it was history, but there's also a slight bit of English because I failed my English language exam, and that's only because it was just too overcomplicated and it's just a bit silly. I found it.
And you're not the only one. That guy who said English, well, you could tell. Just saying, sorry.
But my one I hated the most probably was the biology one because that was horrible. The one I'd done was absolutely horrible.
Did you do OCR?
I'd done the OCR.
Was it triple or double? I did.
Triple.
I did double. So.
I'd done triple.
I did.
So,
Yeah, sorry.
so it was basically all about drunk rats, drunk children, like
Oh,
50
I heard about that.
drinking alcohol.
I heard about that actually because there was a question that said about drunk rats and that.
Yeah.
Because
Because there's nothing better than getting rats drunk.
Yeah.
That's how the Black Plague was spread.
What about you, Sam?
Oh, me, English.
As well. High five.
High five, yeah, English fading crew, and somehow we end up here. No, I loved the subject, both literature and language. I just had a really bad teacher who couldn't really speak it herself, and really, no offense,
Slight shade.
yeah, it really kind of ruined it for me, you know?
Yeah, I think the teachers need to, actually teach some things.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, I noticed, like, when I was learning, it's like, you're just repeating what you said last year.
She would repeatedly say that she was only in it for the money. I mean, if you're enthusiastic about what you do, you're going to do a better job at it. And she wasn't very enthusiastic.
Teacher of the year.
Teacher of the Year award goes to. Not mentioning any names,
yeah.
this is a crime.
And some teachers read off of the PowerPoint, don't they? You know, like some teachers read off the board. And
That's all they do.
Yeah.
So do we.
That is a fair
But
point.
something to learn, isn't it?
That is a
Something
fair
to-
point.
Well, thank you very much for Liam Smith for getting in contact with us, because the last link we mentioned what was the favourite subject, and he said it was maths.
Oh.
So, what can we say about that? Maths.
Maths was definitely actually one of my favourites as well. I definitely enjoyed that. I'm still doing it at college, core maths. And
Maths take very long time for me to pass. I say that algebra. Yeah.
And now we're going to Die Die My Darling by Metallica.
you spammed it.
You clicked it once!
You clicked it twice.
You smack your head.
And that was Hold My Hand by Michael Jackson, feat. Akon. And we're now going to show you the next box pop.
Yeah, so we've been going around our local area asking between our age, 15 to 19-year-olds, asking the question from a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being really stressed out, 10 being very stressed out. Let's
Yeah,
see our options. Level from 1 to 10, 1 being not so bad, and 10 being
I chose your best
really
one.
stressed out. How stressed were you when you did or are about to do your GCSEs?
Probably around a 3.
3 for most of it.
Probably about 3.
Is 3 high?
Probably about a 6 or a 7.
I'm about a 5 at the moment. I'm not too stressed, but I'm not overly panicking myself about them right now. So 5 or 6. I find that I don't get stressed out about it because if you get stressed, you're not going to perform that.
They don't actually sound that stressed out.
No.
They
Surprised, actually.
need to focus on their work, or else they're going to fail,
I
alright?
usually had the number like 5 and 3, around 3 to 5 area.
5 is sort of the average.
For me, it was definitely 5 because I felt stressed, but at the same time I was unusually calm. Probably because like I wasn't stressing myself out about it. I was just like, you know what, it's just a thing. I'm just gonna go through it and get it done and over with.
And we have actually got a role play to play you later, so stay tuned for that.
Yes, I've made something special for you to listen to.
It's the Black Plague.
I must say though, when it came to the stress of exams for me, when it came to stress, I'm really bad with it.
Oh.
So I was all the way up in like 8, 9 area.
Seven.
I
you're
was
7.
around 8 or 9 out of 10.
I want to know what these guys have been doing. They're so chilled.
Yeah, I want to know.
It's like, what are their secrets? We need to
I
know.
need to know a lot of things.
I mean, I was waiting all night. Very
Oh.
rudimental.
That
Oh
thing.
dear.
Alright,
Really?
let's get this next one sorted. And that was Hall of Fame by the script. The current time is 1:56 and you're listening to JAMM Radio.
Oh, that is a real good field song, and especially as related to the topic of GCSEs, it really has that beat of like, you know, gets you into the spirit.
Definitely.
What do you think?
And so we've got one final part of people's opinions that we've been collecting, and this one is about the grading system. And now recently the grading system has changed. It's very confusing, but let's hear what some opinions were.
The new grading system.
Itself, it's just how they've changed the mark schemes when they changed the grading system. So the actual grading system I don't mind, but the difficulty that's increased, that's what I do mind.
I think the new grading system is extremely confusing. Extremely confusing. I've had it explained to me about 4 times now. I think I don't get it.
Wow, very strong opinions there.
Yes.
Leave those mark schemes alone.
Yes.
It is very confusing, isn't it?
So what do you guys think about the changing of the mark schemes?
Well, we, as college students, we're really lucky and fortunate to not...
That we're on that last year.
we just escaped.
We've just escaped that, yes.
Like, I was there and I see my friend going to mocks and everything, and like, maths for him, okay, is so difficult now that he can only get like 20 marks. And everybody else is getting the same sort of marks, and it's so difficult apparently. And the grading system's to 1 to 9. What kind of silly idea is that? I don't get it. What's the need of changing it?
I think that was Michael Gove's idea, because he's the education secretary.
I don't understand it. Why would you...
Michael Gove, what are you on about? Yeah.
I reckon it's to help people count. So now we can count from 1 to...
Yeah, I know, it's good.
Personally, all I know about it though is that with the maths, specifically maths and science, they don't have any formula sheets now.
No,
So you need to remember the formulas.
Those...
Like with the quadratic formula,
Yeah.
that is negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
Only on JAMM, guys!
That equation used to be on the formula sheet.
Yeah, and
From now on, they don't have that at all.
They were a godsend. Like, half my maths papers, me going back and going, yeah,
and
that's
Yeah.
now you've been left in the dark. So good luck to all you students. But don't worry, because we got some good ways to like have some stress relievers, sort of thing. Like what you can do to calm yourself from these situations.
Painkillers.
yeah, just don't take too many. Alright,
No,
so stay
thank
tuned to hear this. Next up is Heathens by 21 Pilots. You're for an electric shock then.
So we are on link 7, yeah?
Yep. Alright, great. That was Highway to Hell by AC/DC. The time now is 2:06 and you're listening to JAMM Radio. So now, we're going to be discussing how we survived the GCSEs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our strategies for calming down and how we revised as well.
Yeah.
So, Oscar, you start us off.
Okay then. Well, for me, it was. To me, I just sort of went for it and just sort of not thought about it too much. So when it comes to revising anything, don't do way too much. Don't do like a ridiculous number of 3-hour revising every single day. Do maybe like half an hour, an hour, just something small. Do not stress yourself about it. Honestly, I know the grading system has now changed, but just keep yourself calm and don't worry about it, because this is not what will judge you for the rest of your life. I mean, it will be there for you, but don't let that stop you. Just keep on going.
It was, for me, it was definitely the highway to hell. Right, because
I like what you did there,
highway to hell, yeah. Right. But I think the whole revising is the hardest, because it's understanding what you're revising. And some websites, BBC Bite Size, I highly recommend BBC Bite Size, because it definitely bites it down for you. But other websites, it doesn't really do that for you. And I think, shout out to BBC Bite Size.
They deserve that.
Yeah.
What about you, Lauren?
Well, with me, like Oscar said, obviously break down a bit. I'd say make a schedule of when.
Schedule definitely will
Definitely.
help. Because for me, I realised I was really out of schedule and organised.
Yeah, same. I'd say do a schedule for when you revise certain bits, and as well, try not to do what I did, and that was basically cram it last minute. All the information, because you'll forget it. You will
it's all going
forget
to be
it.
crammed and squished in your head, and it will just it just won't stick in.
Yeah. I also want to say maybe try find ways of remembering formulas, obviously.
Yeah, like some sort of flashcards. I never really used them, because I never saw a point, but now after experiencing it with me learning some other things, they really do help, and I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, and when I've done a language as well, because I had to. I've done French, and we used a website called Memorize.
Memorize? I used something called Linguistic or something like that.
Yeah, has anyone heard of it?
I use Linguistic, but I didn't use Memorize.
I was going to say, Memorize is basically your teacher would set it up, and they'd create flashcards, and you'll learn like the vocab to start off with.
Yeah.
And then it will test you on it in the end. So, and I'd recommend that quite a lot as well.
And we would love to hear you, say what calmed yourself down. So feel free to contact us on Twitter using @JAMM_radio with the hashtag show number 35, or you can contact us via email. This is jammradio@gmail.com, or you can head over to our Facebook page, JAMM Radio, and you can contact us through there. So we look forward to hearing you. And I just want to pinpoint, we've got Oscar's sound effect later on, so stay tuned for that. It's very good.
Yes, definitely stay tuned. It may be a bit cheesy, but definitely stay tuned to listen to it.
Sometimes cheesy is best.
Yes, it's something really silly and could possibly motivate you, but that's up to you. But you won't find out unless you stick to the show. Does that make sense? No idea.
Yeah, you are not alone. You are not alone.
Yes.
Okie dokes. And next we're going to be listening to Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark.
You're listening to
Feel that energy in the metal.
How ironic is that? Of all time to get GCSE posts, it's now.
Wait, you could do that during listening.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, where you could read a section out of Mice and Men?
No, he just
What do you
found.
mean, read a section of Mice and Men?
He found this little meme.
What's it say?
Oh, well, you don't even know yet.
Yeah.
I don't even know, so I didn't read it.
That was famous
So, like, you
George
have more
Michael.
reaction. Anyway.
Something I lack. And that was Faith by George Michael. The time is 2:17 and you're listening to JAMM Radio. So guys, Do you think the GCSEs are going to be harder this year than last year?
Definitely.
Yes.
Like I mentioned before with my friend Scott and his maths mocks, he's finding them so difficult, and I just feel really sorry. It's just like, I was just so lucky leaving on that last part when it's just changed instantly. I also felt a bit smug, and I was like, But, don't worry, everybody. You will be fine.
Just
you can get through it. Yes, have faith, like the song just had.
Yeah.
But do not worry. Just focus on your work and try not to get distracted. But don't stress yourself out, because it really will make a difference if you stress yourself out. Just stay calm. You'll be fine.
And for those who are naturally stressed, just stay the same. You're living. It's cool.
Just think of what you can accomplish in the future.
And don't take painkillers, as earlier suggested. We are not sponsored by any pharmaceutical company.
And they will not help.
Yes.
They may help make you numb and not feel anything, and then almost kill yourself.
So what do you think, Lauren?
Yes, I do think it's going to be much more harder this year, personally. That grammar was terrible. Shows that saying that just reminded me, I probably would have failed English language if I used that.
I failed English language. That was fun.
No offense.
And one thing I do want to say, if you do try hard and you do not get the grades you want, it's not the end of the world. There are people in my old school who got F's, D's and G's and really bad grades.
There was this one person.
And they got better jobs than me.
Yeah. And saying that, right, when I was at another college, my teacher had low grades, and she retook them in college, and then she's now a teacher.
You're not suggesting you do that.
It just shows that, when you have bad grades in school, you use opportunity to take
It's really not the end of the world, but it really helps if you do well.
It's basically it's just basically a letter on a page, but now the grading system's changed. It's now a number, so now it's just a number on a page. But honestly, just don't think about it, don't let it stop you. Most of the famous people you've ever heard of, they got bad grades that I've researched into, and look where they got. They got so high. Some were scientists or brilliant minds. Some were amazing presidents. I don't know. Just loads of famous people. If you look into what their grades were and what they said about them, they got bad ones, and they just came up from it.
But that doesn't mean that you can fail deliberately. So
don't fail deliberately, because that will make it worse. But honestly, if you fail something, do not take it to heart, because it won't stop you.
And also, if you know you've tried your best, that's all that people can ask for, is that you try your best in whatever you do.
Fully agreed.
Some excellent advice from the lads here at JAMM.
And lasses, you put.
I know, she's part of our lad crew. So next up is Too Close by Alex Clare. JAMM.
One song away from Area 11.
I was tempted to say that's how the friend zone feels, but should be a lie. The sound of bad music is dubbing your voiceover. Do I have approval?
That was Area 11.
And that was Heaven Piercing Gig by Area 11. The time now is 2:29, and you're listening to JAMM Radio. We're now going to discuss how much revising we did and how it helped us. So, start us off, Oscar.
Well, for me, I'll admit I didn't do as much revision, but in the end, it somehow got me to get good grades. Like most of my grades were, I got 1A, a couple B's and C's, but then I did get one fail, which was English language, which was a bummer. But I do wish that I did do some more revising, and like I said before, don't do too much revising, because then all of that information will just not stick in your head. Definitely go to bed early, not me, or most of the people in this room. But just get a tiny bit of revision each day, and then sleep. Keep that into your head. And I definitely wish I did a bit more revising before I went to the GCSE, because I feel like I could have got that fail, not a fail.
And definitely eat some nutritious breakfast.
Yes,
as well,
definitely.
because eating chocolate pops isn't the best way to gear yourself up.
Maybe a bit of sugar, but that's not going to really help at that point.
So from Vox Pops to chocolate pops, we have it all here.
Yeah, I was gonna say when it came to revising me, if I'll be honest, I revised so much for biology to the point I was literally typing out a lot of stuff.
She reached max level.
Then I was gonna say,
She
and then
became the biologist.
Then it turned out I only got a D on it.
It's like an RPG game. You maxed out the biology but failed the boss level.
Yeah, exactly. But one thing I didn't revise for that I got quite a high grade on was maths.
Maths?
I've got a B on that and I've had no revising for it.
I think that's just like the questions.
Yeah.
For me, it's pretty similar. I did barely any revising for chemistry and I got a B, which really surprised me as I revised for the other ones, the other science, and I got a C for both of them. And it really confused me. I was like, how did I do well in chemistry?
Yeah, I've got a C on chemistry and physics.
Well, and for me, it was all down to the day. Like, even if I'd done lots of revision, if I didn't get enough sleep or I was having a bad day and I went to do that exam, that would override. I found this true because my mocks were really good. I was getting A's, B's. I was really happy. I was like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, the mocks really tricked everybody, didn't it?
Yeah, and then suddenly it comes to the real exam. It wasn't harder questions. It was more awkward questions. It was different. It was like,
it's not really what we expected for the mocks, because I think the mocks that we got in the papers, I'm not sure what kind of mocks I got for my papers. It might have been the year before, 2 years before, but some people got like even further back, and it's just like, it's not really helping you prepare for the actual thing, because they're going to be completely different that year.
well, I ended up burying my head in the sand. I ended up going, oh my god, too many, I'm not going to do this. And so I was underprepared, didn't have light breakfasts, I didn't have enough sleep, and I paid for it in the end, you know. So yeah, revision is very important.
And sleep.
I was going to say, and also sometimes whatever your social life is out of education can also affect it as well.
Yes, that was...
I realised that when
It's like, don't kick yourself out of your social group, but just keep it to a minimum, because it can definitely affect you. So obviously don't kick them away, don't push them away, keep them with you, support them and they'll support you. Just keep it low down and don't go to like parties or whatever at that time, because that really will not help you.
You have the summer for parties.
Yes.
I remember there was a story my mum told me. The day before she had an exam, she went to a party and got quite drunk. And the day next, I think this was like an A, like I think it was like an A level of some sort. No, an O level. That's what they used to call it back then. O levels. And she went to the exam basically with a hangover.
Ouch. Which exam does she remember which one it was?
No.
Heading over to our Facebook page, JAMM Radio, or emailing us. This is jammradio@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and listen to
And next up, we're moving on by asking Alexandria. Enjoy.
I am the best.
What really annoyed me is the flipping battery just ended as we were ending the link, so I had to quickly switch it out.
That's a good thing.
Well, card back.
Right, let's have a song.
That's a good thing about
And that was Emperor's New Clothes by Panic at the Disco. The time is 2:40 and you're listening to JAMM Radio. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Oscar.
Right, so as we're going to hand it over to me, I'm going to be now showing you my sound effect thing that we've been teasing over, and we are excited to show you this. Well, I'm quite excited to show you. It's going to be very cheesy, so enjoy listening to this. It's going to be something about a student going to an exam hall and how it's like for them. It's very cheesy, but just listen to it. Enjoy. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, let's put ourselves into the mindset of a student. If you're a student, then you're already in the mindset. But let's go straight in as you're about to go into the exam. You're outside with all the other kids discussing the exam as they are about to go in, with everybody walking around where you're standing. Then you walk into the main exam hall and sit into your seat. It all goes quiet. And then you start. You open the first page of the exam booklet and zoom through the first few questions. But then you get stuck and you start to panic. However, you realise what to do in this situation. So you stop, close your eyes, and breathe slowly. In and out. And you repeat this. And then you focus on how to solve the question. And then you focus into your mind, searching for that answer that you are looking for and have revised on. And then you find it. You catch it as it almost slips your mind. You come out of that focused state and you start writing instantly. Every part of knowledge that you just remembered. And then you take a deep breath and look at your work. And you say to yourself that you can do this. And that you can get through this. You carry on with the questions with amazing confidence, writing all your knowledge on the work in that exam booklet. And then the timer finishes, and you're told to stop. But you don't worry, as you've already finished 20 minutes before. You feel proud. And once you'll get told you're able to leave, you step outside and take a deep breath. And then you say to yourself once more, I can do this.
Wow, that was really interesting, Oscar. So tell me the thoughts behind it, explain.
Well, first of all, it's very cheesy, as you noticed. Basically, what I tried to accomplish there was to sort of give the people who haven't gone into exams yet a sort of mindset. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly that. It's not going to be some futuristic sounds going as you're thinking into your mind. But I just sort of wanted to tell people that when you're stuck on something, just don't stress about it. Close your eyes, think into your head what you've just been learning throughout all of the years. And then it will click there, and you will be able to just write it all down instantly. And I just wanted to have something really cheesy and funny to make you have a laugh, and just have a small insight of what it could be like.
As cheesy as it was surprisingly accurate. So, Lauren, Connor, what do you think?
I think it was like horror. It was like you start from feeling alright. I mean, feeling really nervous, and then you go up to go,
It's not the Black Plague.
Okay, it's not the Black Plague, but it's, it was very good. I've played for that. And also, when you're in the exam hall, make sure you bring a drink of water, because it really does
Yes,
help.
they definitely do that. I forgot to mention that. Oops.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, there's one thing I've just got to say. Who finishes 20 minutes before?
I do. I finished an
I
hour. In my computer science exam, I finished an hour before.
I never did.
Really?
In the end, I always wish there was 10 minutes extra.
So back. What?
I am very slow at writing, actually.
Yeah, sometimes, even if you're really smart, you've got it all in your head, it's putting it onto paper that's most difficult.
Yes.
I struggled so much with that.
Yeah.
So
I actually got a funny story to say now.
Oh,
well, it's
that?
not funny, but
Just a tragic story.
I was doing my drama exam,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to do a theory part of it as well. So I was in there, and the problem is I had a cold at the time as well. So all the way through the exam, you heard me going.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, right, there's always someone. There's always someone in that.
Yeah,
At the
there's
end.
always one. Yeah.
At the end, there was a pyramid of tissues on my desk.
Oh yeah, that's such a funny thing. One of my friends came in with a pack of tissues, and what you're not allowed is a pack of tissues. You need to have it open and tissues, because the teachers thought that he had some writing on it or anything. So he was not allowed to bring tissues anymore to the exam, and he had someone staring at him throughout every single exam. And I was just like, well, guys, don't bring tissues.
And do you always realise that if you wasn't allowed to take a bottle of water in if it had a label on it.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
You had to take the label off because in case there was
writing
there was writing on it.
And I found it really ridiculous, especially with a water bottle. You don't need to take off the label, because you can just turn the bottle and you can see what's on the inside of the label. Yeah.
And if you also realise, because I doubt you'd be writing anything about a bottle of water unless it's really.
Like you would see the person open the label. Like it's kind of.
I think like if it's maths, sometimes on the label you have like grams, don't you? You have like contents of grams. So that may be why.
Wow, that's a really good
Not to
reminder.
scale.
Doing maths.
No, yeah.
I didn't realise this. It was like I think my first exam or second exam. I had a couple of these pencils, like 5 of them, and I just thought, pencils, it's going to be fine, I just need a pencil and everything like that. What I didn't realise is the pencil had every single multiplication timetable on it. And I didn't realise this, and I saw it, I was like, no, I can't bring that in. I can't bring that in, I'm disqualified instantly. So I had to ask my friends, can I have a pencil please? I said, you got many there? No, I can't use that.
Yeah, small problem.
It literally had every single timetable in it, and I just couldn't use it. Not at all. And it's like 5, 10 of them.
I just want to say, having a stomach bug in an RE exam is a very bad.
Oh
God.
no.
It's also that horrible feeling that, like, you know, hearing every single page going, just every single person just doing that, it distracts you. Oh.
I was gonna say whenever the exam started, I would wait for everyone to open theirs before I opened mine.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I just wanted to feel like sort of special, like just
Everybody's
everyone opens theirs and I just go.
It's like that. I think it's like a vine I saw, Rip Vine. It's right. It's the vine is like everybody finishes and then this person goes, "Ha! I finished before you all." It's just like turning the paper, and making it really obnoxious to everybody like that. It's just that feeling. It's like special. Ha.
We do miss Vine.
Vine, you shall be missed.
Yeah.
When did Vine get gone? What did Vine go?
Oh no! I think it just ended because Twitter shut it down.
Oh, okay.
Twitter got jealous.
Twitter owned Vine.
Stealing all the
Oh, did it?
Well, Twitter got jealous of itself.
I never actually knew that.
Didn't you?
No.
Oh, well, that's something for you to learn.
Yeah.
This is a learning curve after
You learn
all.
something every day, don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, enjoy Now You're Gone by Bass Hunter.
Yeah, now you're gone, Vine.
Bass Hunter.
You're
Whoa.
Right, this is still the conclusion now.
Now you're gone fine, yeah.
Yeah, I did it twice with my knee.
I'll have a bit at the beginning and I'll have a bit at the end. And then I'll help out in the end.
Wait, there isn't any point of reaching it, is there? Because last week.
What's the last thing? It's like make sure to check out JAMM for like blah blah blah.
Or like,
It's like sort of promoting the JAMM station.
And that was Now You're Gone by Bass Hunter. The time is 2:51 and you're listening to JAMM Radio. So, we've enjoyed this 2-hour special.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we hope you who listened enjoyed our advice and what you can do to calm yourselves. What last advice do we have for everybody?
Try not to if you're stressed, don't let it get to you, because make sure you calm yourself down, as well as realise that all people ask for you to do is to do your best.
Yes. What about you, Connor?
I think just, you know, don't overload it. Just take it easy. Just take it step by step. You know, it's best to, once you've done your mocks, okay, pick up questions you don't understand and revise them.
Mm-hmm.
That's some sound advice there. I just want to say, building up on that, if you're ever feeling stressed, just tune into JAMM Radio. I mean, we've got some mellow tunes for you.
Yes, yes. Head over to our Facebook page because we've got a load of promotions over there, JAMM Radio Facebook page. So we've got a lot of events coming up in the future, so listen up to that.
Yeah, definitely do.
Whiteley takeover.
My final advice would be like my little cheesy sound effect thing that I did. Just sort of when you're in that stressed out situation, just close your eyes and just think. Just don't stress yourself out because it really won't help. Obviously, when we say that, it's not going to make you just stop stressing, but just take it to mind that stressing out will not help you. But now we've got a little suited song.
Yeah, speaking of stressed out, up next is Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. Thank you all for listening. This is from all of us, and this is the South Coast Sound.
And thank you very much for your sponsors as well.
Yeah, hijack my post there. Thanks from all of us. Peace.
Goodbye!
Who's first?
Oh no! Be a senor!
Wait.